We have seen his star in the east and have now come to worship him. Somebody said, come to worship him. And when Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all of Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and the scribes and all the people together, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. So they said to him, in Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, but you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judea, are not the least among the rulers of Judea, for out of you shall come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod, when he had secretly called the wise men, determined from them on the time the star appeared, and he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search carefully for this young child, and when you have found him, bring word to me, that I may come and worship him also. And when they heard the king, they departed, and behold, the star which they had seen in the east went before them, till it came, and it stood over where the young child was. And when they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. And when they had come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother. They fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented gift to him, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Then, being divinely warned in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they parted from their country, or for their country, and they left another way. May God have a blessing on the hearers, doers, and readers of his word. I want to preach to you from the topic today, a celebration of salvation. A celebration of salvation. You know, if I was to ask everybody in the room today, what would be their singular most greatest manifestation of God's power? I would have a mixture of answers. For some may say one of the greatest manifestations of God's power was when he parted the Red Sea and the children of Israel walked over on dry land. Yeah. Somebody might even say to them one of the singular most greatest manifestation of God's power was when he healed the woman with the issue of blood. Oh yeah. Because when he stopped, the blood stopped. Yeah. And he turned down and looked at her and said, my daughter, your faith has made you whole. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Somebody may say the greatest singular manifestation of God's power is when he got behind David's rock and pushed it into the forehead of Goliath. Yeah. Somebody may say the greatest manifestation of God's power is when he fed the 5,000, not including the women and the children. Somebody may say that the greatest manifestation of God's power is when he stood outside of Lazarus' grave. And he called and said, Lazarus, come forward. And Lazarus came out of the grave, bound both head and foot. And he said to him, loose him and let him go. And Lazarus was simply set free. Some may even say the greatest manifestation of God's power was early that Sunday morning. Yes, in the golden splendor of a Sunday sunrise. Yes, when the Lord who was dead stepped out on resurrection ground and declared all power in heaven and earth has been given unto me. But I declare unto you the greatest manifestation of God's power is when the Creator became the creature. It's when God wrapped himself in a body and came down here to earth. They say some of the greatest news that the world has ever known is the verdict of O.J. They said one of the greatest news that the world has ever known is when Bin Laden got caught. And when they killed Bin Laden as President Obama served in office. They said one of the greatest news to ever happen in the face of this earth is when man stepped on the moon. Or when John F. Kennedy got shot. Or when Malcolm X and Martin Luther King got assassinated. But I declare to you the greatest news that the world has ever known is that God came to earth. And he didn't come to the earth just as a man. He came to the earth as man and God. Not half and half, but full and full. When the word became flesh and dwelt among men, that is the single greatest time and event in all of history. It's split time in two. Now known as BC and AD, it is the greatest time to ever come on the earth. It is a time worth celebrating. It is a time that we should all be happy about, that we all should be joyous about. If nothing else, Christians should be able to celebrate Christmas. We should be able to lift God up on Christmas. Because to me, Christmas is the only holiday that encompasses Thanksgiving same time. Yeah. On Christmas, you can thank God for his birth, his death, his burial, and his resurrection. I wish I could get one witness right now. Only on Christmas can you celebrate everything that God has done for mankind. Because it was God that came to earth, wrapped up in that baby. But it was that baby that became a man that went to the cross. It was the man that was on the cross that died for our sins. And it was the same man that got up with all power in his hand. That same man sit at the right hand of God. And it's the same man that's coming back to receive us unto himself. And the church ought to say, amen. And listen to this. I thought about it. What can we give Jesus for his birthday?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What in the world can you give somebody who got everything?
Got everything.
And you know, it's God's birthday. What can you give him? For the Bible says in Psalms 24:1 that the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell in. The Bible says the silver is mine. The gold is mine. Declares the Lord of hosts.
Yes, sir.
The Bible also says everything was made by him and for him.
Yes,
so what can you give somebody who got everything? And can I give y'all a gift that we all can give Jesus for his birthday? Since tomorrow is the day that we celebrate the birth of Christ, can we all give God this gift together? I think this is a gift that he wants. And I think this is a gift we can wrap up nice for him. I think this is a gift that we can give him today. And then it's a gift we can give him tomorrow. And then it's a gift we can give him on Wednesday. It's a gift we can give him for the rest of the week. As a matter of fact, we can give him the gift to end 2007 and to open 2018. We can give him this gift every day for the rest of our lives. And listen to this. This gift is the gift of worship. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I like this gift. I like this gift because this gift focuses on God. I like this gift because when I give God this gift, I don't make it nothing about me. I make it all about him. When I make God this gift, it's because something has moved inside of me. And if something don't move inside of me, I can't truly really give him this gift. Because whoever gonna give God this gift, gotta give it to him in spirit and in truth. I like the way David put it. David put it about this gift in right there in Psalms 45:1. David says, my heart is indicting to God. And it's indicting to God for the good things. The word indicting means that my heart is boiling over. David is saying in the Psalms that there's something going on in my heart. And I feel the need to worship God. And worship comes from a true moment of your heart. That you have an obsession with focusing on God for what he's worth to you. You see, when you pray to God, you are focusing on what your soul needs. When you praise God, you are thanking him for what he gave your soul. But when you worship God, you're worshiping God just for being God all by himself. You ain't coming asking for nothing. You just telling God, thank you for just being you. And is there anybody in here, if you don't get nothing tomorrow, if nobody tell you you're good, if nobody give you a present, if you don't get what you want, can anybody in here feel safe? They're willing just to worship God, just for being God. Is there anybody want to rock this present up right now and just tell God, I love you, Lord? Because it's still God. Even in my bad time, it's still God. Even when my body hurts, it's still God. Even when folks treat me wrong, it's still God. Even when I'm being lied on, you still God. When I got laid off, you still was God. God, you're God all the time. I just want to thank you just for being God. And so what happens in worship? Worship happens when there's an overflow in your heart. Because our heart is a deceitful thing. It's filled with a lot of stuff that we got to empty on a day-to-day basis. For the Bible said, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It is a continual, ongoing situation where we got to continually ongoing and renewing our mind every day of our life. Because stuff get into our heart that we got to filter and kick right back out. But when you worship God, it's because there's nothing in your heart but God. There's an overflow in your heart. And you feel the need just to tell God what he worth to you. For there are angels that are made perfect. The Bible said they are before God every day because in heaven there is no night. The Bible says they got got 2 wings to cover their face, 2 wings to cover their head, 2 wings to cover their feet. And the Bible said they shout all day as they worship God. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God of hosts, for the earth is filled with His glory. The Bible said they worship God individually, but what I like about it, it says they touch each other, and then they turn to each other, and they say, holy, 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 for the Lord God of hosts is filled with His glory. Because worship ought to be something we do individually, but since we here together, it ought to be something we do collectively. Turn to the neighbor and say, neighbor, stop spectating, stop participating. Worship is something we do together. It don't make no sense that everybody is in here and only a few of us come to praise and worship God. And listen to this, I want you to understand, I want you to look down on your row and see if you got any praise and worshipers on your row. And if you can't find nobody that help you praise and worship, you got about a minute to find and change another seat. Hallelujah. Because the church ought to be about saints that got an overflow of worship in their heart. And not only should you have an overflow of worship, worship is about outpouring. It's about what's in your heart coming out. Because it got to spit out at one time. Because what's in you got to come out of you. If somebody hits you with a rock, if you got a cuss word in you, a cuss word come out. But if somebody hits you with a rock and your mind on the Lord, you'll call on the name of Jesus. And I don't care what rock done hit you this week. I got an overpouring in my heart. I done got hit by the rock of finance. I done got hit by the rock of the grave. I got hit by the rock of life. But I still come in here in my heart with the outpouring to tell God I love Him and to tell God thank you. And then worship is about the occupation of your heart. Your heart is occupied with what God is worth to you. That's where we get the word worship from. It means His worth to you. Now to some of y'all, God ain't worth the dime. How do I know that? Because you won't give Him no worship. God ain't worth the dime to some of y'all, because some of y'all treat God just like that. But when God is worth a lot to you, you ain't ashamed to praise Him. You ain't ashamed to tell Him thank you. You ain't ashamed to lift your hands. You ain't ashamed to dance. You ain't ashamed to stand up. You see all this reservation and hesitation ain't got nothing to do with worship. You sit there, you trying to look cute, you trying to be cool. That ain't worship. Worship means I don't care how I look, and I don't care who looking at me. Worship is about my heart being occupied with what God means to me. And if God means anything to you, you ought to show God what He's worth. The wise men coming all the way from the east. They never really say how many they are. They never said if there was 3. We say 3 as the ministers told me today because they got 3 gifts. But it never say how many wise men they are. But it did say they were wise. I think what made these wise men wise is because they came with worship. The Bible says, they say, where is this child that is born king? Let us know that we may go and worship Him. They came to work. They had worship on their mind. And listen to this. The Bible says, and when they saw the star afar off, the Bible said they rejoiced with exceedingly great joyfulness. And the Bible said that when they came in and they saw the baby, they worshiped Him. They bowed and they worshiped Him. They lay prostrate and they worshiped Him. The heart was overpouring, overflowing, occupied by just worshiping God. And listen to this. The worship didn't stop when they sat in their seats. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The worship started when they saw the star, and the star stopped. Because the star didn't go beyond Jesus. The star stopped at Jesus. Yes, sir. And the star ain't a star unless it stopped right at Christ. Because if it go beyond Jesus to Buddha, it really ain't a star. If it would have went to Confucius, it ain't a star. If it would have went to Aristotle, it ain't a star. If it would have went to Elijah Muhammad, it really ain't a star. But because the star stopped at Jesus, they knew believe this as we give God this gift called worship. As we have this celebration of salvation, worship starts in your approach. You have to approach worship right. Because as we sit in God's house, and as we sit on God's bench, and as we breathe God's air, let us understand we're coming before a holy God who got all power in his hand. So take off that macho-ness. Take off that facade. Take off that act and realize that you are a sinner standing in front of God that has forgiven you for everything you've done wrong. And if you like me, you've done a whole lot wrong that you need God to forgive you for. So don't nobody have to beg me to worship him. Don't nobody have to beg me to bow before God. Don't nobody have to beg me to tell God thank you. He done forgave me for so much. I come here on me. Do I have some sinners like me? Do I have somebody in here that done messed up over and over again? And listen to this. If God would have gave me a second chance, I'll still go to hell because I messed that chance up. Because God gave me a chance over and over and over. I come here today to raise my hand, do my name, and to shout amen. Can I get a witness on that? Can I get just all the sinners in here? And tell God thank you for forgiving me. Thank you for your grace and your mercy. Thank you for your death on the cross. Thank you for coming to me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I once was lost. I said I once was lost. But now I'm found. Approaching the Lord is key to worship because we realize who we coming before. And anytime you in the presence of the Lord, something got to bow.
Yes, sir. Come on, Doc. Yes, sir.
Can I say it again?
Yes, sir.
Anytime you in the presence of the Lord,
Yes, sir.
something got to bow. In other words, you got to give up something in order to come before the presence of the Lord. Now, I don't know what title you got, but you got to give it up. I need all the doctors in here to praise God. Because the only reason you ain't able to go to Maine is because they didn't want you in Tennessee. The only reason you got that doctorate degree is because God made a way out of no way, out of no way, out of no way, out of no way. And when you thought about giving up because you didn't have that money for tuition, He made another way all over again. So I need some doctors to give God some praise. I need for some supervisors in here to give God some praise. I need for some deacons in here to give God, lay your title aside. Give God some praise. I need for some mama to give God some praise. I need for some daddy to give God some praise. Ain't no fight when it comes to God. It's all about the testimony. Do I have anybody that say, I'm willing to lay myself aside just to testify that He's God? Don't make me work too hard. Let's give God this birthday present. And if we're going to give Him, we got to approach Him right. And then we got to adorn Him right. Worship is about your approach, and it's about what you adorn. Notice they did not come empty-handed. They were coming to God, and they had something in their hand. In other words, I'm not stepping before this king, and I ain't got nothing to give him. Now, the Bible said they brought unto him gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The gold was because he was a potentate. The frankincense was because he was a priest. Y'all gonna help me in this? But the myrrh was because of his propitiation. In other words, I'm giving you gold because you're a king. I'm giving you frankincense because you're a priest. But I'm giving you this myrrh because you're going to die. And because of the sacrifice you made, at least I can come before you with a sacrifice of my own. And can I help somebody out? You your pocket. But there's still something you can give God. Oh, God. Can somebody help me right now? Because he already owns money. He already owns everything you got. But there's something you have that he waiting on you to give. He says, let the redeemed of the Lord. Somebody on the rapper say so up right now. Somebody on the rapper say so up. Who the phone on me right now and hand it to God and say Merry Christmas. I love you. You awesome. You wonderful. You the Prince of Peace. Somebody ought to have a praise right now that they can give God for his birthday. Your praise is your gift unto the Lord. For you were not made to make money, but you were made to give God glory. And every time you praise God, you lift them up. Now, I didn't think God could get any higher. But Isaiah said in the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord, and he was sitting on his throne, high and lifted up. Now, if he's sitting on his throne, he's already high. But how did he get lifted up? Because the angels was in front of him praising him and worshiping him. And every time they praised and worshiped him, the higher he got. Now, I don't know if you know, but when you up high, anything below you seems small. And somebody in here got some issues in their life, some circumstances in their life, some problems in their life. If you start lifting God up, you will notice he'll lift you up right there. And you will notice that your problem start getting real small. So I need somebody, I'm going to give everybody about a minute to lift God up and give him a present right quick of praise. And I need for everybody to lift the Lord up. Just right quick, I need you to do something for me. Praise is about, listen to this, you make it worship God quietly, but you can't praise him quietly. So I need for somebody to open your mouth and give God the present of praise. Can I get everybody in the church to look at me? This ain't praise right here. That ain't praise. You do that to your part-time love. Can I say that again? You do that to your part-time love. You say that that's for your side chick. You say that that's for your side chick. But God ought to be a real God to you. And you ought to give God everything. It's about what you are doing to him. It's also about adoration. The only reason they can praise God is because they had a love for him to begin with. The love for him allowed them to praise him. There were three things they were feeling as an overflow in their heart. They loved God completely. This was nothing, had anything to do with a half and half. They loved him with all they had. They also loved him generously. That means that whatever they can give to him, they gave to him, and he didn't have to ask for it. When you love somebody, they don't have to ask for flowers. You give it to them because you love them. And even if they never ask for them, you give it to them anyway. And it don't have to be on the birthday, baby. I give you flowers any day of the week. And then you love them, y'all. Listen to this. Passionately. Because who is not in love that don't like passion? When they began to thank God and worship God and praise God, it was out of the love in their heart. Now, I want to ask you something. When you love somebody, do you tell them or do you show them? I'm going to see if I can say it again because I need for it to kick in. I need for it to ring a bell. I need for it to pull a coin. When you homiletical musicality. It is the rhythm and also the harmony and the cadence that you find only in a black church. It's called really a call and response. It's when the preacher says something. The church is in so much of a rhythm with him, they say something back.
Yes, sir.
Before we had carpets on the old church,
Yes, sir.
you can hear the padding of the feet because that was a back and forth with the pastor and the congregation. Musical homiletics or homiletical musicality. It's just that beat. It's just that rhythm. It's just that style that we have. That it gets so good to us that we can't help ourselves. It is so good that when God says something, you say something. When God responds, you respond. It's almost like a Dr. Watts. God called it out, and we call it out right behind it. It is the rhythm of the beat that only exists in the black church. But let me tell you something. In eternity, God said something, and Jesus said something. And when eternity became eternity in man, God spoke and the word became flesh. God said something, Jesus said something. The pastor say something, the church ought to say something. It ought to be a beat between us. It ought to be a rhythm between us. I know who you know. I love who you love. I'm saved by who you saved by. We ought to have something going on between us. We ought to have a call and response. I say something. You say something. I say something. You say something. I say something. You say something. God is good. I said God is good. And all the time. Somebody tell God thank you. Somebody tell God thank you. Somebody tell God thank you. I say something. You say something. Ain't it odd? Ain't it odd? Ain't it odd? Can I get somebody to shout for me? Can I get somebody to shout for me? Can I get somebody to celebrate your salvation? Now I want to tell y'all something. I want to tell God thank you for his son Jesus Christ, but I don't know how. I gotta thank you and it's bubbling over. And I don't know about you. Don't sit on me. Just indulge me for a minute. I don't know about you. I gotta thank you that's hard to express. Because he's been just that good to me. Let me tell y'all something. To some of us, 2017 was a hard year. But you made it, y'all. You're here at the end of the year. Do you have a thank you can express? Because when you were down and out, he kept you in your right mind. He kept you when you couldn't even keep yourself. And listen to this. If you ain't murdered nobody in 2017, you ought to be happy to tell God. I've been trying to thank you out, but I really don't know how. If I was a Spanish person, I would say gracias. If I was French, I'd When God let the dove go, the dove could not find land. The Bible said it barely made it back to Noah's ark. Noah had to stick his hand out for the dove to land. But Noah sent the dove out again, and this time the dove kept on going. The dove did not land on Abraham because Abraham lied and said that Sarah was his sister. The dove did not land on Isaac because Isaac played favorites with Esau and Jacob. The dove didn't land on Jacob because Jacob was a trickster and Jacob was a liar. The dove didn't land on Moses because Moses killed a man. And in his murder, he had to flee for his life. The dove didn't land on Gideon. He was a coward as he threshed grapes in the wine press. It didn't land on Ruth because Ruth was a Moabite. It couldn't land on Boaz because Boaz was simply a man. The dove couldn't land on David because David slept with Bathsheba. And it couldn't land on Solomon because he was a womanizer. The dove couldn't land on Elijah because Elijah was suicidal. Couldn't land on Elisha because Elisha called bears to kill some children. It couldn't land on Jeremiah because Jeremiah was depressed. It couldn't land on Jonah because Jonah was a hard-headed preacher. I believe that dove looked for anybody and everybody to land on. But the Bible said the moment that Jesus was baptized, as he walked in the Jordan River, the heavens opened. They heard a voice from the Lord saying, "This is my son, and whom I'm well pleased." And the dove came and rested on him. And the Bible said he was baptized. How did you get saved? You couldn't do it yourself. You couldn't go forward, and you couldn't go backwards. But Jesus came and he died. Not for some of your sins, even the ones you don't want to tell about. That's salvation. Salvation is Jesus dying for my sins. As I close, I gotta ask a question. Ain't that worth celebrating?